Hi, my name is Linda Cirulli-Burton, and welcome to this channel named Above the Battleground, ACIM. Today I wanted to look at the memory of God and His Son that we took into the dream, or I guess you could say the nightmare. I wanted to look at the voice for God that did not leave us comfortless because we thought we broke away from God the Father. We didn't, but we think we did. And God would not leave us bereft. Above the Battleground is based on the teachings of a spiritual self-study path known as A Course in Miracles. I've been a student of A Course in Miracles since 1992, and because of the chaos in the world, I felt compelled to share lessons and insights with the idea that in the sharing, they would go deeper, much deeper within me, and hopefully be of some benefit to you. So today, I wanted to share some reading from A Course in Miracles, which is so stunningly beautiful that I think maybe a significant part of this video may be me reading to you, but I think that the beauty of it will touch you. Now, obviously, the whole idea of there having been one beautiful, unitive world with no comparison to anything else, the world of the Christ. Because we believe we broke away from that world, there was created the wrong mind and the right mind. The wrong mind is the ego mind. It's us running crazy and wild to protect ourselves from the angry God. And yet the right mind is what calls to us, and therein is the beauty. So I want to say that many of us have experienced that sensation of not belonging. I mean, sometimes it can be that you feel cut off from this person or that person or this group of people, and I speak of this, but there's something even more profound, and that is the sensation that maybe we really don't belong here in this dream. Maybe we really don't. And so let me just read to you some of the beauty that you can find within A Course in Miracles that helps us understand maybe what is going on when we have the sensation of this just doesn't seem like where home is. I'm not at home. Listen, perhaps you catch a hint of an ancient state not quite forgotten, dim perhaps, and yet not altogether unfamiliar, like a song whose name is long forgotten and the circumstances in which you heard completely unremembered. Not the whole song has stayed with you, but just a little wisp of melody, attached not to a person or a place or anything particular, but you remember from just this little part how lovely was the song, how wonderful the setting where you heard it, and how you loved those who were there and listened with you. The notes are nothing, yet you have kept them with you, not for themselves, but as a soft reminder of what would make you weep if you remembered how dear it was to you. You could remember, yet you are afraid, believing you would lose the world you learned since then, and yet you know that nothing in the world you learned is half so dear as this. Listen and see if you remember an ancient song you knew so long ago and held more dear than any melody you taught yourself to cherish since. Most of us have heard the story of the prodigal son, the son who left his father, went out to create his own worlds, went through a myriad of ups and downs, and then decided to return to his father. And his father met him, ran to him to embrace him and welcome him back. And the truth is that the son had never really left the father. This really was a dream. But in the dream, the father called to him. And by the way, FYI, I do not believe that the son who stayed behind, I don't believe in any of that. But I do believe that each and every one of us has been a prodigal and is finding our way home. Beyond the body, beyond the sun and stars, past everything you see and yet somehow familiar, is an arc of golden light that stretches as you look into a great and shining circle. And all the circle fills with light before your eyes. The edges of the circle disappear, and what is in it is no longer contained at all. The light expands and covers everything, extending to infinity, forever shining with no break or limit anywhere. Within it, everything is joined in perfect continuity. Nor is it possible to imagine that anything could be outside, for there is nowhere that this light is not. And that is the vision that we must hold of the home that we never left, but we're trying to peel off all of these layers of fear that we can't go home because we've committed some great and horrible sin. Once we get it, that we have not, and the Father waits for us to realize that we never left him. How beautiful is that? This is the vision of the Son of God, whom you know well. Here is the sight of him who knows his Father. Here is the memory of what you are, a part of this, with all of it within, and joined to all as surely as all is joined in you. Accept the vision that can show you this, and not the body. You know the ancient song, and you know it well. Nothing will ever be as dear to you as this ancient hymn of love the Son of God sings to his Father still. And now the blind can see, for that same song they sing in honor of their Creator gives praise to them as well. The blindness that they made will not withstand the memory of this song, and they will look upon the vision of the Son of God, remembering who he is they sing of. What is a miracle but this remembering? And who is there in whom this memory lies not? The light in one awakens it in all. And when you see it in your brother, you are remembering for everyone. And so I want to say that we are the prodigal son. We are returning to our Father. We never left our Father. And sometimes, just sometimes, you can hear that song, little of the melody that brings you back. And as A Course in Miracles says, you want to weep at what you are missing. But we are unpeeling our forgetfulness. And we are in the process, each and every one of us, of remembering. So, thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.